What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So today I have finally finished it. Well, not the Easter egg itself, I did that a long time ago, but I finally finished this video. So as you can read by the title, welcome to another video. I will be showing you all how you can do the Forsaken Easter egg. I'll most likely put up a strategy guide on how to do it most efficiently and easily very soon. If you haven't already, check out my Forsaken Easter egg speedrun. Well, round speedrun technically, because I didn't do it in very fast time, but I did do it in very little rounds. I didn't manage to do this Easter egg within 12 rounds, but now that I think about it, it's not that impressive because I know a lot of people have done it in way shorter rounds. But anyways, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So the first step you need to do is of course lift the lockdown and activate Pack-a-Punch. They go hand in hand together. Lifting the lockdown is equivalent to turning on the power in any other map. My advice is to try your best to get the wonder weapon as soon as possible because you will need it for majority of the steps. So if you want to get it through trials, then it's best you get started on that ASAP, or if you want to get it the freeway, which is what I did, then I'll have a link down below in the description on how you can do that as well. Anyways, hopefully you did manage to get the crystal axe, aka the map's wonder weapon, or if you didn't, it's okay, you can still do this step, but please make sure to get it ASAP because again, you will need it and it'll make doing the Easter egg a whole lot easier for you. What you want to do is in the same room that you lifted the lockdown and activated Pack-Punch, you want to head over here and press this button using your reload button. It will not prompt you to do so. It's a little bit sneaky, so just hit your reload button anyways. Once you do, a cutscene will appear, and if it's your first time, definitely watch it. It is mind-blowing. This whole map is flawless along with the Easter egg. And once you do watch that cutscene, as you know, we all realize that Zykov is actually the Forsaken, the legendary weapon that Peck and Kraven's Shock or whatever his name is are trying to tame. Now the next step to doing this is you need to head over here where these fuse box like generators are, and if you're playing solo, then all you have to do is go up to any one of these fuse boxes and hold your reload button, and it will activate a defend like objective. But if you're playing co-op mode, notice how I said there's 4 of them. It is a little bit of a hassle, but what you have to do is, as you would in solo mode, you all need to hit your reload button and activate at the same time. Literally, you would need to be communicating with each other so that you would do a countdown to make sure that you all hit it at the same time and it will activate. So if you're doing it with one person, you both have to activate it at once, and so on for 3 or 4 players. Basically, you need to survive in there for about 30 seconds or so, and yes, there will be a lot of zombies, so be careful. If you're doing this early or if you don't have strong weapons, go in with caution. As long as you survive for the whole time is good enough. And once you do that, then this ball should drop, and that will be your first piece you pick up for the neutralizer you're working to build. I'm sure you noticed that there are these huge Ethereum crystals on the map, and there's 3 of them. We will work on that very soon, but let's focus on the neutralizer. So for the second piece, you want to head over to the bunker, and instead of going all the way straight and then left through the blue doors, you want to turn left in here, and it will be where the Wonder Fizz machine is, and an abomination should spawn for you, and he actually spawns at the perfect place, so don't kill him right away. What you need to do is have him rush towards you, but make him hit this wall straight ahead from where he spawned. So once he hits this wall, this piece for the neutralizer should drop, and you now have 2 out of 3 of the pieces and can now go on and get the third and final part. The third and final part is very fun to get, somewhat annoying if you have a lot of zombies, but what you need to do first is make sure you equip dead wire to one of your weapons, and once you do, head over to the arcade with at least 1 zombie. And also make sure you're not shooting freely because you need to have that dead wire charged up. Once you get to the arcade, just stand beside this machine specifically, and then once the zombie comes near you and that machine, you just want to shoot that zombie, and if the dead wire activates, then it should also connect to the machine I pointed out earlier, and also turn it on, of course. Now for this machine, you don't need a token, but it will cost you 2,000 points, so once you activate it, you will be controlling an RCXD, and follow the arrows to get out from within the machines. And side note, if you do hit a zombie, then you will explode like a regular RCXD, so make sure you don't hit a zombie or else you will have to invest another 2,000 points to get another one. Anyways, you want to head out from the arcade and across the street into this room and head behind the counter and wait for the red wave to activate again in front of this vent, and it should open up automatically, and all you have to do is drive in to the right and do a jump and explode it right in the air. If you did that successfully, then when you come over here in human form, you should see this monitor right here, which will be good to pick up, and you now have your third and final part for the neutralizer. But you're not done there. There is one more step you have to do before you can go on to the final step before the boss fight. You need to fill the neutralizer with red crystal shards, and you'll have to pick up about 3 of them. It's very simple, so this is the part that you will need the wonder weapon for, so make sure you have that on hand, and if you don't, then go on and get it quickly because you don't want to be heading into the boss battle super late in. So the crystals that I pointed out earlier in the game, there will be a total of 3 in the map. 1 right over here when you head off the zip line, 2nd in the particle accelerator area, and 3rd is going to be at spawn. There is no order to which you have to do first, so let me show you what you have to do for all 3 in general. Basically, you see that there are these 3 little Ethereum balls or energy balls floating around each crystal, so what you want to do is shoot it down using the gun form. It's much easier, and it will be spinning much faster as you destroy each ball, so be prepared. And once you take care of those, switch the crystal axe to the axe form, and then just break this crystal by swinging the Savager. And you should see this little Ethereum shard, I'm going to call it. Once you do that, an abomination should spawn automatically. Do not kill it right away because he does spawn for a reason. So this crystal took up your tactical slot, and what you need to do is throw it in the abomination's mouth when one of them is open. It usually works regardless if the mouth's open or not, just as long as you throw it exactly there, and you should see him chew it up. And even if you miss, don't worry because you can pick up an infinite amount of these, but obviously you'll be in a bit of a pickle if you accidentally kill the abomination itself, so make sure not to kill him. Anyways, once you see that he chewed it up, you should see that his tail start to glow red, and once that happens, you can kill him and then pick up the catalyzed crystal shard that he will drop, and that will be one of the 3 crystals done, and you have to do the same for the other 2 as I am right here. Once you do all 3, you can see that you pick up the 3rd and last crystal shard, then you can see that the neutralizer is now full, and you're now ready for the final obstacle before you enter the boss battle. You will have a chance to pack a punch your weapons and buy perks, armor, or whatnot before you enter the real fight, but if you need points points for whatever reason to upgrade a gun or even to buy perks, then it's better to wait to do this step and collect points. If you're already good on points and you want to head straight for the boss fight, you're now ready for the final step. What you need to do is arrive at the main town area where this Beach's Pizza and Jim's Donut is, and yes, it's the same place you land at when you take the portal from spawn. You just want to head over here where this building table is in front of this huge barricade and hold your reload button and build the Ethereum neutralizer, and that's it. It will now start to warm up and there's no going back once you've done this, and once it's warmed up, it will create a bubble you have to stay in and it will break open that barricade behind it and move closer towards the battlefield. And as you know, we collected the red crystal shards for that machine to work, and it will run out again and again, but it won't be as tedious to refill it. All you have to do is shoot the orange crystals and each one will drop the same crystal shard to refill that device. So shoot one at a time and be very cautious because you do lose life when you step out of the bubble. So shoot the crystal, grab it and run right back and hold your reload button on the neutralizer to insert the shard in. You will have to do this about 5 times or a little more than that, and that's it. It's not that hard. My advice is to keep the Savager version, which is the axe version of the wonder weapon, because it is much more powerful and it never runs out of ammo. Sometimes if there is no crystal on site, you will have to climb up one of these ladders and grab it from there, so be very careful with how long you're out of the bubble for and keep grabbing shards and refilling the machine. You'll know when you're done because once you get there, the bubble will disappear and the zombies will despawn. Also, the perk machine, pack punch machine, along with the armory station and crafting table will now spawn for you to get prepared to head into battle. Once you're ready, you can just walk up to this door and hold your reload button and the door shall open and you can now join Maxis in battle to fight the Forsaken. Congratulations, you now have done the last and final step of Cold War Zombies Forsaken's Easter egg. Give yourself a pat on the back, and if you did all the Easter eggs in Cold War, then congratulations. What started off to look like a horrible zombies experience with the die machine map and especially the die shockwave, they have now proved us wrong. Gave us such a memorable time playing zombies. Every map had its ups and downs, but at the end of the day, it was still a journey and we've now reached the end. I mean, they even gave us the ability to pack punch the die shockwave, but jokes aside, we made it. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies, it was one hell of a ride, and I'm so excited that they're continuing in the next game and we don't have to wait another 2 years. I can't wait for what they have in store, and once you finish the Forsaken Easter egg and see the mind-blowing ending cutscene, I'm sure you'll feel the same way. Again, congrats everyone. Until the next Easter egg guide, which will most likely be Vanguard in a few months, but also I will be uploading Call of Duty tutorials every day because I'm sure we still haven't figured out all the Forsaken side Easter eggs, maybe even in the older maps too, so y'all don't have to wait that long. Last but not least, till next time, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.